Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our reading for this week from Monday the 27th of June through to Sunday the 3rd of July. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective for anyone who views this video. So I'm asking now for a card for Monday, and we have the Two of Swords, refusing to see. For Tuesday, lead, which is the Emperor. For Wednesday, there we go, the Five of Cups. For Thursday, the Three of Pentacles, asking us to reach out. For Friday, the Sacral Chakra. So I'm asking for some clarification for the Sacral Chakra. Okay, shine. This is the sun. For Saturday, the Four of Swords, asking us to just breathe. And for Sunday, the Heart Chakra. So I'm asking for some clarification for the Heart Chakra for Sunday. Please bring through a message. There we go. 5, which is the Hierophant, asking us to teach. So there we have Monday, which is the Two of Swords, and sometimes we really don't see our own magnificence. We don't see the light that we are in life. We can go into conflict, into really judgmental thoughts about ourselves, about our life. So Monday we're being asked to really go within, take our gaze from the outside world and go within and see the divine light that we hold in our hearts, the kindness that we have in our hearts, the compassion that we have for others, the love that we have for ourselves and our life. So you can see there, his eyes are closed but his third eye is open, and there is a divine light above his crown. He has got that helmet on, so he's refusing to listen to the divine, but his third eye is beginning to open. And when this starts to happen, we start to see that there are other options available to us in our lives, that we are not stuck. We can always choose a better thought. We can always choose a better way of speaking, a kinder way of speaking, a kinder way of responding. So if we are looking outside of our life and we are not seeing the beauty of life, it's coming from a disowned part of ourselves that we're not loving, and we're being asked to go within, to connect with that divine light within, to listen to our higher self, which will bring forward all the guidance and the healing words, the healing thoughts that we require at this time. We are in Cancer season, so this is a powerful time of healing the divine feminine. going within, seeing the power of who we are, seeing the power of the divine feminine, the spiritual, the psychicness, the mysticalness, the intuitive side of the divine feminine, and listening to that and allowing it to guide us instead of going by what others are saying, going by what our old thought forms are telling us to do, and not listening to the old stories that are based on our own perception that could be a million miles away from the truth. Completely coming back into the beauty of life, into the beauty of being in this life, being here, incarnate on earth at this time of such transformation. Seeing the beauty, feeling it, speaking it, bringing ourselves into alignment with it. The swords are all about our thoughts and how we express ourselves. In the traditional tarot card deck, it is a female with a blindfold, and she has her hands crossed with two swords, and she is in bondage. So that's what our thoughts can do. They can back us into a corner. Our false beliefs, our false programming can really create blocks in our life, on our path. And we are now starting to move all that and listening to our intuition. This is the divine female coming in to her power, listening to our intuition, feeling the mystical powers that we have, and using our thoughts, words, energy to promote love in our lives and in the lives of others. Tuesday we have the Emperor, and this is the father of the tarot card deck, and he has that scroll there. So much wisdom there across his chest. He is holding in his heart. He sets firm foundation. He is very clear of his direction. And that's what we are being asked to do. To be fully aware of how we are creating our lives and how are we structuring our lives. The Emperor has been through every experience in life and knows from his heart what actually benefits himself and everyone in his reality, and he sticks to his word. His word is divine truth, and from that divine truth that will bring so much clarity, we start to build firm foundations and firm structures in our lives, that no matter what anybody else says or does, it does not interfere with our foundation and our structures. We start to see that everyone is in this reality and everyone has their own stories. We have our own story. And that's how we know. And we may perceive to know other people's story, but in truth, the only person that we actually know is ourselves. And that is our responsibility, to keep our awareness here and not project it onto the outside world with a presumption or through a distorted view. To really come in now and to start to create the life that is fulfilling and uplifting and healthy for everyone, for ourselves and everyone in our reality. So this is the Father, this is the Creator, coming, holding the Divine Feminine, supporting the Divine Feminine as she sits in her structure, in her temple of love, of comfort, of peace, of harmony, so that she can tap into her intuition, into her mysticism in the most aligned and loving and nurturing way. So Tuesday, a beautiful day of really coming into alignment with ourselves, letting everyone else be, coming into alignment and listening to our own inner voice, listening to our own intuition. And our inner voice, our intuition, our guides, our angels will never put us in a place of fear, because once we go into fear, we go into a lower vibration. They speak to us with the language of light, which is love, which is uplifting, which is healing. So as we're listening to those inner voice, that inner voice that is coming from the core of our own well of divine source energy that we all hold within, we then start to be the emperors of our reality, with the firm foundation and the firm structures that cannot be shaken, because love is the most powerful force in the world, in the universe. And as we hold our structures and we are connecting our chakras, our heart chakras, to the higher dimensions, listening to those beautiful energies, the beautiful frequencies that we are tapping into and merging with, receiving the upgrades to stand firm in our own temple that we are creating from the foundations of divine truth, our truth, which may change, and that's okay. Our structures are firmly built with love, and our hearts are open and allowing that love to flow from us into our reality. So this is the Emperor. So Tuesday, a very powerful day, getting us ready for Wednesday, early hours in the morning for the new moon, getting things in order now, getting our seeds planted into our consciousness, into the universe, the fertile ground of the universe, really coming into alignment and really focusing on our beautiful inspirations, our intentions, our beautiful wishes, coming from a firm foundation, solid structures. And this is also belief as well. It's not wishy-washy, it's got firm belief. And then Wednesday we have the new moon, and this is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is when we are dissatisfied with life. The cups are the water element, connecting with our feelings, our spiritual gifts. And we're moving into the new moon in Cancer, and we're in the season of Cancer. So when the new moon occurs, we have the moon, the earth in conjunction with each other. So we're receiving the beautiful effects of the new moon and the earth. Also conjunct with the moon and earth on this day is Black Moon Lilith. Now, Black Moon Lilith is our shadow side, our ego. It is the part of us that really brings and shows us our flaws. And as it does this, as we are being shown our flaws, we can take a step back and go into isolation, go into withdrawal, contraction. But because we are being held at this beautiful time with the moon and earth, Black Moon Lilith is bringing forward maybe our shadows from our old divine feminine, our wounds from past lives, this life, bringing them into light for us. And the moon and the earth is actually supporting us while we are seeing our shadows. So instead of going into restriction and contraction, we actually absolutely accept our shadows in a way that they don't have the old emotional charge that they once had. That this is a beautiful time of medicine coming from the cosmos, a downpouring of healing onto our wounds from this lifetime, the divine feminine, from this lifetime through past lives. And this is a change, this is bringing beautiful change. That the Five of Cups in traditional tarot card deck is the male stood looking at the three cups on the ground, and he is unaware of the two full cups that are standing at the side of him, at the front of him. So we're being asked to now take our gaze from any perception that we are not enough, that we are empty, and to look at the full cups there of our spiritual gifts, of our intuition, of we are now coming back into that remembrance of how powerful we are and how powerful we are when we work with loving and beautiful energy, which creates magic in our lives. So this is a time of change. This new moon there's a lot of water elements, as Cancer is ruled by the moon. So lots of feelings, emotions. But then we're being held in this loving embrace of the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the mother, the father, coming together, nurturing our inner child, nurturing disowned parts of us that we have not loved or are not loving, and bringing them up. And we are seeing through them now. We're seeing through the illusion that there is nothing for us to change. Keep moving in love and working within and shifting all patterns. Seeing the immense healing that we've all gone through, and the absolute strength that we all are within, the strength of our spirit, the strength of our soul, and feel empowered by everything that we've gone through. and walking forward with these 2 full cups now, and the 2 of cups in the traditional tarot is love coming together. So now picking up those 2 full cups of love, of all our beautiful gifts, all the divine magic that we hold within, the divine wisdom that we hold within, allowing it now to come forward and flow from us during this time. So Tuesday, this new moon, even though there are a lot of water, which a lot of the times does bring up lots of emotional challenges, this new moon we're being held and we're being comforted, and there is beautiful divine healing coming from the cosmos to help us to heal from those old wounds of our divine feminine and everything that we've gone through in our past lives. So beautiful time of change, to change our focus now, to see the absolute power that we all are, that we all hold within us. Thursday we have to the sacral. So the sacral is our area of emotions. It's our area of creativity, of our relationships with our parents, with loved ones, with acquaintances. It's that energy of balance. And because we have the sun there, there's a beautiful energy coming in of creativity, of absolute joy with our relationships. Once we accept who we are and we accept our life and everyone in our lives, because everyone is an extension of who we are. They're here helping us to evolve and ascend. And once we see that and we start to accept, instead of going into resistance, that we can do with relationships, as in the past we have, if somebody feels has a different belief or feels a little bit different energy than we are, we would go into resistance. So we are being now asked to accept, because everybody's here weaving this beautiful masterpiece of life. We're all here going through our own karma, which we might have with these people that we go into resistance with. So once we work on that resistance and do the complete opposite and accept everyone in our lives, because everyone is doing the best that they can with the awareness that they have, and that's fine. To accept and to be aware that if they're invoking anything within us, that is for us to go within and start to work on and heal from that, so that we are not going into resistance. Because as we go into resistance, another person, another situation will come in with the same energy. Might be slightly different, might be a different person, but the same energy keeps occurring. So during this beautiful new moon, there's wonderful healing occurring in our sacral, and the beautiful energy of creativity. Because if we're resisting anything or anyone or any situation, we block our own creativity. And as we let go of that and take our attention away, and it's not ignoring anyone, it's just that we are placing attention, we are placing energy wherever we place energy, however it is, that's what we will get back. So we start to place the energy around us into every situation that is the healing, that is the light, that is love. And so then things start to heal and we move past those obstacles. We move through the illusion of those blocks and that resistance. And this is when the sun pours in, this divine light that's coming in. We're being held in this beautiful cosmic light, divine healing light of all the planets come into alignment. The sun is it is optimum, and we are moving into the Lion's Gate. So lots of energy coming in still. And as we open up and accept this light and accept every situation in our life, because life is an adventure, and we open up to this beautiful energy of the sun, which is our solar plexus, which then starts to project light onto our path. It's all that beautiful blue sky, blue light, which is spirit. She has her arms wide open, acceptance of this beautiful light, accepting love. And as that, we start to raise up in our consciousness. We raise up into that higher consciousness of unity, of oneness. So Saturday, Friday. So Friday is a day of acceptance, of opening up to the sun, which is our spiritual sun. And like I keep saying, the energy that is coming to earth now in the light, the particles, the very tiny particles, hold immense wisdom, intelligence, divine intelligence, light codes, integrations. And we will all, even if we sat indoors, we will all receive exactly what we're meant to. No one is going to receive anything that they are not tailored to accept. We will all receive the downpouring of light, the upgrades, the activations that we require, uniquely require for our own path, for our own journey in this evolution. So this is moving up now to the higher timelines, being lifted with the energy of the cosmos, lifting us up now, elevating us into joy. And then Saturday, we have just breathe. So this is the Four of Swords. This is a healing card. To just breathe, just be. Let the world carry on around us. We don't have to interact. We don't have to react. We don't have to even respond if we don't have to prove ourselves. We do not have to defend ourselves. We do not have to explain ourselves. Just be on Saturday. Just breathe. Taking nice deep breaths. And as we're taking that breath in, breathe in divine love, the love of God. Breathe it into every cell within our bodies, and exhale peace. And we are then coming into the flow of giving and receiving. As we take it in, divine love, we exhale peace, bringing ourselves into alignment, bringing ourselves into balance, focusing on our breath. Because when we're worrying, we shallow breathe, which creates a chemical effect within our body that creates respiratory ailments, panic attacks, dizziness, lightheadedness. So with all this energy flowing about, we're being asked to breathe and anchor into the earth. Keep grounding ourselves into the earth. and just being outside in nature, sat in a sacred place, and maybe in your healing room, sitting in a sacred place that you can feel that sacredness and that expansion, and just staying in that moment, staying in that energy. As we feel that sacred energy within, we start to draw it to us in our lives. Our breath, without our breath, we wouldn't last more than 7-10 minutes. And we take that breath so for granted, we never even question that our next breath is not going to be there. So it's really to take gratitude for the breath, to really honour who we are, and to stay in that beautiful place of just being, of just breathing, doing our breath work, connecting with spirit. You can see there she's connecting with spirit. And as we start to take our consciousness to our breathing, everything starts to come into alignment. It creates health, better health and well-being, de-stresses us, realigns us. Everything positive comes from just breathing. It's the most important energy, the most important exercise that we can do to honour our breath. And that brings us into alignment with our higher self. And then Sunday, we have the heart chakra. So opening up of our heart chakra. And with this, the Hierophant, which is teach from our hearts. You can see that divine light flowing behind him. So we're being asked to teach from our hearts, from our higher heart. You can see all those people there around. He has his familiar, he has his dog there, which is unconditional love, loyalty, staying loyal to the divine light that is within each of us, and speaking that language of light, speaking healing words. We all know, all therapists know, that words are the most profound, hold the most profound healing energy. As we encourage people get better. If we put fear there, they go completely out of balance. So as we are speaking those words of light, infused with this divine, sacred healing that is flowing to earth. And the Hierophant is very spiritual. It's our own personal relationship to the divine. It can mean religion, it can mean a marriage. So a marriage coming together, a celebration of a marriage. It's everything that's holy, what is holy to you. Coming away from control and fears, opening up to the expansion of this divine light that is flowing now and absorbing into each and every one of us. We're being asked to let all restrictions go. Let all resistance go. Let all resistance go to coming into alignment, into that being of love. It is not weak. It's very powerful. And it can move mountains. Faith can move mountains. A mustard seed can move a mountain. A mustard seed of faith. A mustard seed of belief. And we're being asked now to hold that belief within of ourselves, of that divine energy that we all are, that we have come here to share, to absolutely share and bring the evolution of the planet, of each other, bring healing, bring beautiful awareness into our reality, that we sit and we can listen. Because as we listen, even listen to whoever speaks to us, we learn so much. Without any judgment or criticism, we learn a lot about ourselves, but also everyone around us teaches us vital lessons. And as we are coming through those lessons, we are in a place that we can teach, we can sit with others and listen to what their challenges and what they are facing, with complete empathy, with complete compassion. And this is what our journey through this week, we're coming to the end on Sunday, and our hearts will be open. Our heart chakra is moving up through the heavenly dimensions to open up and to feel the oneness of all. This is the Hierophant, and as I speak this, Archangel Sandalphon steps forward as he's the Archangel of the Hierophant in the Angel Tarot card deck, and he is letting us know that our prayers are being answered. Maybe a little bit different to how we expect, but in the most beautiful and divine ways that far exceeds our imagination. He is letting us know that he is with us all during this time, helping us to ground this cosmic light, this celestial light, the galactic light into our Earth Star chakra, so that we can come into alignment with it as it comes into our sacral chakra. The vibration of that energy starts to work up through our roots, through each of our chakras, all the way up, and starts to shake away anything that is covering our being. All those layers upon layers of false beliefs start to shake away really easily during this week, during this time, as we are held in this beautiful conjunction of the moon, of the earth, and Black Moon Lilith, holding us, bringing that divine energy, bringing that divine medicine, healing that will heal our divine feminine from our past lives, trauma, everything that the divine feminine went through in the past, in past lives, everything that we faced, we are being held now and healed in the most miraculous healing light. And so this week is going to be a very spiritual one, where we are seeing that our spiritual energy, our spirit, our soul is now stepping forward. It is emanating from us, is guiding us, and we're becoming the spiritual beings that maybe we have suppressed for so long. We're now awakening up to how we create, how we co-create, listening to our guidance, listening to our spirit guides that will be coming through so clearly just now. and that will build and build and build. So as we start to hear them clearly, they'll just get clearer and clearer and clearer. These new guides that are stepping in, we're starting to really align with them now and listen to the guidance and open up and receive beautiful downpouring of upgrades from these spirit guides. This is a time of love, focusing on love. As we reclaim those disowned parts of us that we don't love, that we've suppressed, we open ourselves up to really bring love now into our life. Love that is in alignment with who we truly are, on the same wavelength, the same frequency. Beautiful time on every level. Now, don't be dismayed with what may be going on the outside world. This inside world is evolving beautifully and growing in light and growing in absolute beauty. And as we see that, we see beauty all around us, and no one and nothing can stop that now. We're already there. We are just moving through the timelines now, reclaiming past lives that have been held, maybe with some trauma. We're healing those past lives now in this beautiful energy, coming into this moment in full acceptance of who we are and of everyone else in our reality. So beautiful week, wonderful week, very powerful. So I'm sending so much love and angel blessings to you all, and have a wonderful week, going within, listening to those heavenly messages, that downpouring of light, those heavenly messages that we're all receiving. Pay no attention to any lower energies now. Let them fall away. Those thoughts that are blocking us from seeing the magnificence of life, let them fall away now, those thoughts. Don't entertain them. Entertain and connect with the empowering thoughts. So I'm sending so much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and thank you for listening. And if you do like my messages, if you do like my readings, please like and subscribe. I would be so, so grateful. Thank you.